to win.
Three tight ends. Look at this on this side. Three tight ends here. There's Wilson on the short edge of the left side of the offense. Right there. We just talked about how they're tackling better.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers.
Picks up that first down. What a sequence there of plays. The Giants picking up 10 yards on third down and picking it up on fourth down and short.
Meanwhile, you got Overshown is over there, and he is slow in getting up. So when you're back in Texas, or third-round pick in last year's draft.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from Charlotte. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take over just shy of midfield.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
There's number 12 right there.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Panther first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Much better job in the interior. The biggest thing you can say
on the ground, it's the rookie from UT. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. George Karlaftis there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
For the Giants on this drive, which has consumed 6.5 minutes.
He'll go once more with Brooks. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Jones they just wanted to be efficient, play smart. Anything you can do to slow down Parsons tonight. Zone read look makes him hesitant and it allows the blocking.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. Right side, it's complete. That's catch number 40 on the season for him.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Afraid to get the ball.
So we got a man downfield for the Giants. That's what the flag's going to be. Question for us is
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
However, we have an eligible player downfield. Offense number 72.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10.
didn't secure the football and wanted to take off and go.
Look at play action with Young. First down throw there is incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Back to the air, it's Young. Catch made by Thielen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Third and 5.
Giants have controlled the quarter.
To throw, Young. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. They'll try to run a reverse. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Set to go now on first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9. Setting up second and short. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's to the rookie first-round pick, Xavier Worthy. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Ooh. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a play caller, it's pretty easy. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. In this case, a wide receiver screen. Get it to him quick, get some blockers out in front, let him do the rest after the catch, and he picks up the first down.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Play action here. Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball. Find easier completions. Find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And you know, you have just enough hand to move them too on top of it.
I think that motion also maybe caught their eyes a little bit.
Now what?
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Let's take a peek why we have this timeout at Daniel Jones' efficiency he's played with tonight. He's a really nice hands. He's finding the open receiver, obviously here he is from the neighbors.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Well, you know, you get picked in the first round, number 6. You get a franchise quarterback who retires in the line now. You get the history of the great quarterbacks here in New York. You know, it's kind of like
second down and 8. Now Young gonna keep it himself. He's going nowhere. Gonna lose yardage on that play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. To the right side and corralled by Thielen. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's a Carolina first down. Young hands it to Hubbard. He'll push forward for about a yard. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Here's second and 9. To throw is Young. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Well, it was.
So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. 3-all is the score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment.
14 time across the earth, the Radio City musical on Thursday Night Football.
Trading at Schwab is now powered by Ameritrade, giving traders even more ways to sharpen their skills with tailored education. Get an expanding library filled with new online videos, webcasts, articles, courses, and more. All crafted just for traders. And with guided learning paths, stacked with content curated to fit your unique goals. You can spend less time searching and more time learning. Trade brilliant.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Food. For people with eosinophilic esophagitis, or EOE, food can be difficult to swallow. For them, there's
To throw is Young. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Talk to your doctor about Dupixent.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
You should buy Solos, though. Check them out.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run with Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Pass ball over the middle, over the sideline, coming over the bounds. Yes, he can. You see the land. Picked up 9. But Prescott is now.
Mahomes now to throw again.
And that is what 6.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
It looks like Sherm was a caviar guy. They didn't win together.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs take a 10-3 lead.
Now let's go back to the previous play. Thibodeau against the rookie Guyton. He's lined up to the outside. You're expecting him maybe to go outside. I think the tackle was, but instead the power rush to the inside pulls Guyton and gets home.
3rd and 12.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Takes away a shot at a field goal here, this whole, because it was a free play. Here he is jumping off sides. Here, Guyton is a rookie. He's going to be
1st and 10.
But once Thibodeau ends up jumping off sides, he keeps hustling to make a play.
Throwing is Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A dive and a catch. Incredible. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
2nd and 7.
So we're 14 seconds now. 4th down. And in comes Brian Anger to punch.
Now Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
1986? Yeah. I called a bunch of Monday Night Football games, right? Thursday night, Sunday night. That was that. I don't know, is this a world record for you?
On 2nd down, Young. That into the hands of Hubbard. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Out of the shotgun, Young. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. 2nd and a yard.
Oh, really? What are you eating, Jerry? Rice.
They put Kelsey in motion. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He connects with Gray on that one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And Mike, as the rest of this game unfolds and they have success with their play-action passing game, expect the balance of their run game to continue to pick up as well. When you can make a defense defend the same look, run and pass, that is a handful, and it tends to lead to these big, explosive chunk plays.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with it.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
All right, every big play in the passing game starts with the protection, Andrew. I know you're going to like this one. So for me, when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the nickel, and I'm looking at that safety topping off the press nickel, which means, boy, he might come. I need to alert Deuce Vaughn to say, hey, if this guy blitzes, you got to pick him up. Let's see what happens here. He does. He ends up coming off the edge.
Here's first and 10.
Great on the responsibility to pick him up. And my only other concern here is cover one. Where is this safety? Is the safety far enough away from C.D. Lamb?
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is hot down the field. It's worthy. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
Meanwhile, the Giants were definitely going after cornerback Andrew Wilson, who's making his Cowboys debut today. What did you see there?
They go play action with Mahomes. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Every time Daniel Jones looks up, he's looking to find where Andrew Luke is. He wants to avoid Trayvon Diggs if he can. He's thrown a few up there, and Trayvon Diggs almost intercepted 2 of them. So they found somebody they could go after consistently.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On first and 10, here's Young. He'll go right and find his running back. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, Young. Catch made by Thielen. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
On first down is Young. We'll go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A second down throw for Young. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts.
Daniel Jones has missed some opportunities down the field. There's been a couple plays that were balls just looked way underthrown. They've had a chance to kind of have that momentum play happen. It hasn't happened, but it's still a
here now, 3rd and 5.
You've got to feel like we're one big play for getting our chance in the lead.
Yeah, he's been really efficient.
To throw is Young. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Another try with Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Throwing on second down, Young. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
A little bit of a snowball effect going on. Things seem to be unraveling just a little bit here offensively. It was the miscommunication that led to the incomplete pass on the first play. Now it's a sack on second down, and they find themselves going the wrong direction.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Here's Young. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given them 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes from out of the pistol, he'll throw. Left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On second down, Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up be aggressive, and extend this drive.
And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Really good patience by Daniel Jones. This offensive line is doing a nice job of taking care of him again. Watch him feel this, work to his left.
Motion man is right.
Here, but instead he waits for the
to the air once more. It's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are going to open up the lead to 8. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
2nd and 2.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Also came over from the Raiders. Ironically, they also have the Raiders offensive line coach came over, so there's some continuity on the right side and really on the entire offensive line. You would think you have 3 new pieces early in the year in September. So 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I think there's some built-in continuity there.
That was a major priority in the offseason. That offensive line a mess last year. Double fake. Tracy takes the pass. And Tracy picks up the first down. Stays in bounds. Breaking tackle.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
5-yard line he goes.
Little play action with Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Out of the shotgun, Young. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. on the ground. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run here. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That's into the hands of Mingo. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They're able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack. So don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
From the gun, it's Young. That's caught. It's Brooks out of the backfield. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
To throw is Young. He's got a man. That's caught. Give them the 2, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll run. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Pacheco. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
first and 10 for Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Motion man is Rice. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. It's Samaje Perine. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you...
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC. And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's the pistol snap to Young. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, Young. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Here's Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And He'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Once again, it's Pacheco. Pacheco, first down and more. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Here's Pacheco. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 17 for him on the year. And his 3rd of this game. Now Butker to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here is first and 10. Young going to give it to Brooks. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
This one complete right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all game today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. gun. Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. The Panthers, they're going to burn their third and final timeout. And they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
You can make a game plan to watch your favorite. It shows on the video. Descriptions like Paramount Plus for Tulsa Game Stars to watch audiobook Ghost and Plus for Strong. That happened on this Thursday night. And back to Gun Post Malone.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Buddy of Aubrey on the field before the game, signing tons of autographs. Kind of just looked at them on the big board. They also saw the Yankees defeating
To throw is Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Has an opening past the 40. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson.